Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Bone podcast. Today's Tuesday, January 20th. Welcome to the show. Today, we are going to discuss the crypto market dump, nasty, bloody dump over the weekend, despite silver rallying and hitting new highs. We're going to discuss Trove's Rugpull TGE and ICO. That was a fun one. And Pump Fund's new hackathon. Today, I'm joined by Easy Eats Bodega. Easy, how's it going, man? How's your weekend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I forgot to close my Hyperliquid or my fart coin long. And
so you're down bad?
Yeah, I'm down over 100% on that. I was, dude, I'm a dumbass. I forgot to make it so I can only get, I forgot to do isolated margin.
Oh, so you're cross margin. Oof.
Yeah, so I'm down 114% on that, which you
That's good.
absolutely love to see. And then I had the fun idea to go on Polymarket and try to predict the winners of this weekend's NFL playoffs, which was a complete mistake. I did it with my friends, and I lost over $1,000 total. We all did.
Oh,
so you know, it was not great. It was not great.
Oh.
So yeah, that's how my weekend went. How was did your Polymarket bet on?
We'll find out today, 3 p.m.
show? So what do you got here?
I'm on yes for Agatha Christie, no for 11/22/63. It's rough right now. We went from 86% to 12 because Flix Patrol released their rankings.
Okay, hold on. So Netflix. What will be the top Netflix show this week?
No, what will be the number 2 Netflix show?
Oh, number 2. Why were you taking number 2 instead of number 1?
Because number 1 was locked in basically the whole week with his and hers.
Got it. So this is 11/2. Is at 88. Damn, look at this. So this is where you got smoked.
It flipped. Basically. So you can see it almost flipped earlier in the week too. It actually technically did, but sometimes the charts get fucked up. Right there, it had flipped. And that's when I started buying Agatha Christie because I was like, I think this is going to win. Then yesterday, Flix Patrol released their top 10, which they base it on a leaderboard based on like how many places you hold on the top 10. 11/22 is between 3 and 4, and 2 earlier in the week. Agatha Christie came out, held number 2 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this led to the flip when Flix Patrol released their data.
Got it.
I'm still holding, which some people think is crazy. It'll be an interesting market today around like 3 p.m. Either I lose or I win. There's really no in between. Luckily, though, I did exercise some patience. I did not full port this in hopes of making 20 grand. That was kind of I really had to be like disciplined not to just full port this fucking thing. Like, I was sitting there looking at it and I was like, this data is not making fucking sense, dude. It's not making sense. And yeah, it like took every ounce of willpower yesterday not to buy more and more and more and more. Like every ounce of willpower.
So you've got like $1,000 in this thing?
I can actually tell you, I got more than 1,000. I have 2,300.
Got it.
2,300 to win 8,600. And I wanted to buy more because every time I looked at it, I was like, this is just not making sense. It's just not making sense.
Gnarly payout.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Regardless, I'd basically just give back the gains I've had last week and on the rip because I had the number 1 movie locked like extremely early. Even that though, I bought in like really heavy at 85 cents. So I think if we're looking forward looking here, I want to buy the rip for global and US movie for next week too because there's not much competition. There's that guy climbing the Taipei 1 in Taiwan, which will be on Netflix. He's like free climbing it. Which like theoretically could be competitive, but I don't think it will be.
Is there a bet on whether or not that guy's gonna climb it?
Yeah. Yep.
It has to be like 99%.
94. Will he do it? And then time. How long will it take? It's pricing it right now anywhere from 1 hour to 1 hour and 45 minutes are like the heavy favorite. Alex Honnold. It's got 50. 71% chance that he does it between an hour and an hour 45.
So for people that don't know, there's a guy, Alex Honnold, who did he's a free solo guy who famously climbs things without any protection, any safety gear. So there's no rope, no anything. It's just him with chalk. And he's live streaming himself climbing the Taipei 101, which is apparently a huge building he's just climbing a building. He's climbing a building in Taiwan. And I will say easy. Most people, I saw a tweet on this that said this was an incredibly easy climb for him.
Yeah.
Compared to what he's done before.
He's done El Capitan, which is like 4x the height in 3 hours. El Capitan's 2x the height, sorry, in 3 hours. This is 500 meters. That was over 900. So they're saying this should be easy for him.
Got it. So you can bet like $1,000 to make $60. I can't do that. Although yeah, I did do that for Logan Paul's card, but that was really dumb of me to do in hindsight. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw $5,000 at this. So we're gonna get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you had a good weekend. If you're in the US, hope you enjoyed the day off. Some brutal price action, but we're going to just jump right into what happened over the weekend. Today's Tuesday, January 20th. Looking over the crypto roundup, the majors are down. We got Bitcoin at just over 81K. Share my screen. I mean, just fighting to stay above 91K. Not looking pretty. We got Ethereum below 3,100. And Solana taking a big hit. 128. XRP below $2. That was not good. I'm down significantly on my purchases. Hyperliquid down 8%. Good God. I'm sure Trove's selling had something to do with that. Over the past 24 hours, equities nuked overnight, led by the NASDAQ, which is down almost 2% in pre-market trading. Crypto followed the slide and has almost $300 million have been liquidated from leverage position in the last 4 hours. I'm assuming this is because of the tariffs and the latest disagreements with the EU and potentially tensions rising with Denmark about Greenland and Trump's wishes to purchase it. Next up, Pump Fund announced a $3 million build in public hackathon. Eligibility requirements include building in public via X and Pump Fund streams, launching a token, and holding 10% of the supply. Very interesting. I saw people pretty excited about that one for Pump Fund. We'll see how it turns out. Finally, the Trove disaster continued as they made the decision to keep over $9 million of deposited funds from the $2.5 million raise from the ICO. Instead of launching on Hyperliquid, the Trove token launched on Solana and immediately traded down 95% from the ICO price of $20 million. Holy shit. I mean, this is the biggest story of the day, folks. Trove Markets, instead of launching on Hyperliquid like they said they would, they instead dumped the 500K hype that they had and launched on Solana. The token dumped 95%, and there is a lot of backlash for people that promoted it. A lot of prominent influencers such as TJR Trades allegedly was paid $45,000 for an undisclosed tweet. We had Whale Swoosh who allegedly was paid $8,000 to tweet it. He is getting slashed on Ethos, which is a reputation network, basically like Yelp for crypto. He's getting slashed right now for not disclosing it and receiving the payment for it, which he admitted to doing. So there you have it. A lot of kind of backlash for the KOLs that promoted it. Easy. Any thoughts on Trove Market here? On
Dude, I was bullish. I like the idea of like longing and shorting these baskets of like assets. I was like, this is very interesting. Obviously, in hindsight, which is 2020, you realize quickly how difficult it would be. To see them pocket $9 million is fucking crazy. In the article, they're like, yeah, by the way, we're going to keep $9,183,246 to build it on Solana. I was like, what? Like that? What? What do you mean? Yeah, so I'm like very surprised at how this played out. Because obviously it's just not an ideal situation, like at all.
This is like one of the biggest rugs that I think, like cleanest straight rugs that we've seen, I think, in a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've had one. Crazy it happens basically on the same day that Melania happened.
People are saying it was the same team as the Melania token. I'm just kidding. That didn't actually happen. What was interesting, Easy, was when they raised the 20 million, or not what they raised, when they finished their ICO and they raised it at a $20 million valuation. Polymarket sniffed it out.
Yeah.
Polymarket's predictions for day one FDV was actually it was like 20% chance it was going to be above 20 mil. So that was pretty interesting to see Polymarket sniff it out. You could have made some money there. I was considering taking the no on like a $5 million market cap or FDV, but I didn't have the balls to do it just because of I didn't know how much was going to be unlocked and it was already dumping. But yeah, that was a tough one. They were supposed to build a place where you can long and short the collectibles market on Hyperliquid and instead just completely bailed. The problem with this one, Easy, was I think the fact that you could do it via an ICO. It wasn't promoting a TGE necessarily. It was basically just like, hey, give these people money.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I know actually did send the money. This guy who's
I wanted to send money and I got distracted.
Yeah, it was like pretty. It's hard to make a call on those, especially when you see people that you know being like, "Yo, I participated in this," but they were paid to do that, which is were paid to say that, and they didn't even participate. TJR Trade said, like, basically, last minute, I'm participating in this, and I got like a couple 100,000 impressions. This guy said. This guy that is big on Fantasy Top, Fantardio, said it's a time for a class action lawsuit against Trove Markets. My $20,000 investment with 9 million plus committed should have resulted in $14,000 back and 6K in Trove. Instead, he only got $600 back
From 20 bandos?
Terrible. Yeah, he put in.
No, that's not good.
And only got $600 back.
That's not good. No, that's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, and people were basically going around to all the influencers that promoted it and we're calling them out for it. I actually did. No, TJR right here. Last minute to just join the ICO. This is from TJR Trades, a prominent influencer in crypto. Everything's going to be tokenized, blah, blah. There you go. 550K impressions on that. Pretty, yeah, this is pretty insane. We're not exactly dealing with the most ethical people here in crypto. So a lot of backlash for undisclosed paid shills should be hopefully turned around and but yeah, a lot of people not happy with it. Unfortunate for anyone that participated. Hope you get resolved. Who are like trying to dox the guy now. So
saw that.
Dude, we were approached, both Easy and I, to promote Trove Markets.
Honestly, I would have loved to work with them aside from all this. I like the product. And they then just ghosted us completely.
Well, we were like, I didn't actually respond. I forgot to respond to them, which thank God I did. But initially the conversation would have been like, we would be open to having a conversation with them because you see.
I asked them to get on a call and then they never answered. And this was like a month ago.
Pretty insane. But as you know, undoxed founders not great. Yeah, usually you have an initial call and you sniff it out from there. So there you have it. Shifting gears a little bit, we had the complete retrace of the move from last week on Bitcoin and the majors. We have Bitcoin down below 90K now. The markets will open in about 10 minutes. We'll see how aggressively this dumps. And from there, yeah, I mean, look, this is not very ideal. Supposedly the NASDAQ is also down 2% in pre-market. Easy, any thoughts on what's causing this dump here with Bitcoin and overall equities dumping as well?
I think it's just like in general uncertainty right now in the market. It's like we looked like we were going to attack Iran. Now we're not sure, but we still might, but we don't know. There's a lot. It's messy, man. It's messy. That's probably the best way to say it. It's a messy situation. It's a messy situation.
This is just because of global uncertainty on various issues, whether it's tariffs, global relations, and potential, basically, war.
Yeah, basically.
So, I mean, for people that are curious, we had Bitcoin basically retracing the entire. We had Bitcoin at 98K early last week, which was fantastic, and now it has retraced all of that. Back down to 91. This is the first time I've played around with. This is the first time I've played around with perps, like with more than just like small size. I mean, I've played with like $100 in positions. This was like I had a few $1,000s in positions. I closed my long on pump, thank God. And I had a Kaido short open. Look, my main takeaways are it's insanely hard to be a profitable perps trader. I don't know how people do it. With
it's
basically,
crazy.
Dude, well, I shorted Kaido at 55 cents, but there's so many people that want to short it that I paid just insane amounts in funding. I think I had like let me see, trade history. I shorted Kaido at 52 cents. No. I shorted Kaido at 54, and at 52 cents, I closed a position with basically, and it was like $500 in the total position size. But I paid like $70 in funding in like 4 days. I was like, okay, so this just does not make sense. And then on pump, it's just like, dude, anything. There's so much execution risk for so many of these. Tokens. I mean, we had a guy that both of us know, a trader. I think I can just say his name because he's been talking about it a lot. Eli has been longing not Fartcoin. He's been longing pump, and he's been talking about how much he was up. He basically retraced the entire move.
You got to like take profits, man. That's the thing. Like on perps, it's better to just constantly stack base hits. Like you don't need to like go for crazy trades.
So I mean, dude, he was up 300%, and then now he's basically retraced the entire. A lot of the movies probably have like 80%, which is still not bad. Thank God, if I hadn't closed my long, I would have gotten liquidated. I would have lost like $1,000. Versus you just buy spot, and you don't have to worry about this nearly as much. I think Threadguy was playing with a bunch of leverage. I'm curious if he closes position both on Bitcoin and Fartcoin. At one point, I was up on Fartcoin almost like a 80, 90%. Now I'm down 110%. When you're playing with anything over like 3x leverage, do you trade perps at all now, Easy?
I still do a little bit. Not too heavy, but I still do.
It is. I think it's if you want to have a short-term scalp or a short-term trade, you can take it and it's a good tool. But if you want to hold it for a long period of time, I mean, it is really tough to be on the money.
Yeah. So, it's also just like with perps, you got to think, dude. There's like market makers, there's funds, TradFi, all this other shit that's involved. It's just not an easy game. I've done well with perps. I've done bad with perps. I've been all over with perps. So for me, it's like I enjoy them, but in short periods.
Yeah. We had silver hit a new all-time high over the weekend. It's at $94. I mean, that is absolute. No, it's at 95. Has basically been up only.
Silver just keeps on chugging along, big dog.
Silver, and everyone's talking about how we got to rotate to precious metals. People have been talking about copper.
I want to just buy as much uranium as I can.
So actually, we're switching shows. This show is no longer about crypto. We're talking about precious metals.
Yep, this is the Commodity Corner, brought to you every morning from 9 to 10 a.m., where we just talk to you in the sensual tone of things like uranium, copper, silver, and gold. Screw the guy Unicorn Fart Dust who's been talking about gold for 20 years. This is our show now, where we're going to exclusively talk about precious metals. So, Clemente, today the price of uranium, if we want to take a quick look, is currently trading up about 3%. How much do you think uranium is trading for, Clemente?
I think we need to buy some uranium here.
But how much do you think it's worth right now?
Uranium, I have no idea.
Just throw a number. Let's see how close you are.
$200.
$6,976.
A Kicking Bull saying he can dig the precious metal shift. So, Basement Ron, the unicorn.
Oh my God, uranium's up so much. In the last month, it's up from $4,990 to almost $7,000. It's up almost 40%.
That is actually ridiculous. Basement Ron was right on the money, dude. He should have,
He should have never got involved with a pump fund and should have just kept buying gold, man.
Dude, he should have kept. Jesus. I mean, if he had just kept on talking about gold and silver like here, I'm pretty sure someone said he had called during his streams. He had called for like $80 silver when silver was at $20, and literally hit that within a couple of years. That's absolutely nuts. Easy. Have you traded any of these AI coins that were trending over the weekend? I saw you or trending last week.
So yeah, funny story. I bought ElizaTown, the Shaw Makes Magic like gas town thing.
Yeah.
I bought it at an average fill of 439K. Top blasted it 2 days ago. Forgot about it. Like, just totally forgot about it. Went to get a haircut yesterday. Opened my phone. Popped open the trading app. It was sitting at $3.4 million. Yeah.
Holy
so obviously,
shit.
like, I started selling. I still have a small position in it, but I netted like 20 SOL because I put 4 SOL in it and just like forgot. I was like, whatever. Like, who cares? This is like what AI is cooling down. Maybe Shaw keeps bull posting this, whatever. But yeah, it was pretty crazy to see. I did trade early on, like a bunch of them when the market was hot Wednesday last week, and then got kind of rinsed Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Did not trade Sunday, and then yesterday was kind of just like hanging out. Well, technically, yeah, Sunday was when I bought ElizaTown and then just didn't trade because I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah. So basically this is the gas town, except Shaw made one himself.
Yeah, and then he hired this like dev who's like doing some cool shit for it. If you just search like ElizaTown on X, they have some interesting shit for it, which I'm like, this is kind of cool. They're making like, it's got like a whole world that you interact with AI agents and stuff. It seems like, and obviously Shaw's crypto native, so it seems like he's going with this agentic approach more aggressively. I'm not saying that this is a buy by any means. Like, I personally don't really give a shit if it goes up or down. Huh?
What's the market cap of this thing?
2.7 mil.
I don't hate that. And by the way, I have not traded any of these coins, these AI coins. I was never a fan of the bags, like basically create coins from on products that are trending and then hound the devs.
Well, did you see a token called NPM, which if you're a developer, you know that you use NPM constantly. They did a bags coin for it yesterday. It ran to 8 mil when the devs started claiming fees. So it went from like 80K to 8 mil in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, there's opportunities to do that. I mean, there is money to be made.
I'm pivoting my focus from all that bags bullshit though into the pump fund ICM stuff. Because there's some coins out there right now that are like, hey, we meet all these qualifications, we're applying. And I would much rather focus on that spot than try to chase the bag stuff. Like, I don't want to be hounding a guy to claim fees versus taking swings on stuff that's entering a hackathon with a ton of money up for opportunity. I'm like, yeah, this feels way better. Like, these products actually want to do something with crypto.
The biggest problem is these guys are not crypto native.
No.
You're asking devs who are just an AI at to claim this and be thrown into this world that is pretty ridiculous. I've never been a huge fan of Shaw. He has me blocked after him and I went back and forth a little bit on some of the Eliza stuff he was doing. But as much as I don't like the guy, he is if you're like looking at it from a trader's perspective, he had AI 16Z ran to what? Like 16 million or sorry, like 1.6 bill. I think what's the all-time high on Eliza? AI
166 mil, I think.
No, or sorry, the AI 16Z.
Oh, dude, like 2 bill.
Like that's the guy I would rather. If I'm gonna give my money to someone, it would be.
At least we know he sucks, but at least he's crypto native.
He's a scammer, or not. I mean, I don't know if he's a scammer. I don't know if he's a scammer.
I wouldn't say scammer. I wouldn't say scammer. Habitual grifter is probably a better word.
He knows how to play this game.
Yes.
He knows how to.
Dude, it went to 3 bill. AI 16Z.
You don't
3 Billy Vanilli.
You don't run a coin up to 3 billion without having some
tricks up your sleeve.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing. His problem, who 15 Dat brought that up. His problem is he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He was always running that mouth. He was always running that mouth.
Man, just be yapping. He'd just straight up be like, no, they fucking suck. That team, they're a bitch. And it's like, okay, all right, man.
And
maybe we should just focus on our coin.
You'd pay people to sabotage other AI coins and it was insane. Zero Bro ran to 650 mil. I mean, good God. Absolutely.
I mean, that dev was cracked. He was smoking it. He was snorting it.
So Eliza Agentic, I actually don't hate this. I mean, I have no idea how this will play out, but I mean, at 2 billion or 2 million, didn't Gastown run to 40 or 50?
50.
Yeah, we had problem was you had Ansem shilling that, so it's not the same. If I don't know how much it would have ran to without it, but that dev basically abandoned it, and then the gas token I think is at 2 million now. So Easy, what can you tell me about this pump fund announcement? I didn't see anything about. I didn't keep up with it.
So in short, Pump Fund announced a hackathon, which I like. I'm like, oh, cool, this is good. Because I saw Bags also announce a hackathon. And I've just been following this more from an interest standpoint of okay, this is probably the best way to incentivize some of this stuff. It's a $3 million build in public hackathon where they encourage you to launch a token. In order to be backed, you have to have a $10 million valuation, and you'll up 12 projects that have a $10 million valuation receive a $250K. And then mentorship with Pump Fund's founders and more. On top of that, there's a couple eligibility requirements. You have to launch a token, build a project in public, own at least 10% of the supply, so have supply control, post on X, form a community, and streaming is highly encouraged. And then they have a form. Looking at the form, I'm actually applying for you for your Instagram right now. It's going to be Clemente TV. I launched a token, so go pick up some of that. We own 79%. We will dump it too, by the way. If it reaches 10 mil, we will be selling in full, one clip. So it's just asking conversations, project name, project description, pump fund link, project website, X page, and then an introduction video. Submit a 2 to 3 minute video introducing the founders and their role, clearly explaining what the project does, the problem it solves, who it is for, why it matters, and the core thesis behind it. Include what makes your approach unique. Dude, this thing is 8 pages.
They're not playing.
I can't even go to the next page.
You need to fill out every part of this. So
like I said, I'm working through it right now for Clemente TV _ Clementative _ actually, as it's pronounced. So hopefully we get you your money, dude, because $250K to just pump the Instagram. We could just bot a bunch of followers. We could do a bunch of dirty tactics.
I am
what do you think?
Shocked. Sorry, I was distracted by Basement Ron he's still going live every single day.
Every day. Unicorn Fart Dust live up there.
What is his market cap?
6.
Just 6.
No, it's not bad. 13.5 mil.
That's not bad at all.
No.
I think it bottomed. This is a creator coin.
Yeah. Yep.
This is literally a creator coin. It's up. Bottom was 8 mil. I mean, how much did this thing run to? I love looking at old numbers.
Oh, this thing ran to 400 mil.
That's so ridiculous. That is absolutely insane. I mean, I'm just sitting on my hands right now. I don't really have anything that I am down, dude. So I got really antsy on the show last week. I got really excited, and everything that I bought is down. I bought Pump, which I'm break even on Pump. I'm down on my SPX 6900 that I bought. I bought oh, and then I bought XRP at $2.40. I'm a complete dumbass. Do that. I think I'm down like $400 or $500 on it.
It's okay. We can bounce back. Have you considered buying into this coin on Solana? It's an ICM coin. I don't want to show it though. It's only at 105K market cap.
What is it?
I don't want to share it. I don't want to share it. I feel dirty sharing this.
Yeah, we can't.
It's 107K, dude.
What, can you tell me a little bit about it?
No, it'll give it away. I'm sharing it in Bodaga's Discord.
All right. I gotta see what this is. All right. Let's shifting gears a little bit. We have odds of the U.S. acquiring Greenland this year hit new all-time highs on Polymarket. I mean,
do you actually care about that?
I am very interested in the Polymarket stuff. Actually, it's at 20%.
No, but the U.S. acquiring Greenland.
I care about the Polymarket. I think it's interesting to see. I showed my friends Polymarket who have no exposure, who have no crypto exposure. They've never gone into crypto, and they loved it.
Really?
They were immediately like, "This is fucking awesome." They're big sports gamblers, but I started showing them some of the like culture markets, and they thought it was hilarious. That there was like a market on whether or not Trump literally, you hear a fart during like Trump's speech. I mean, it's out of control.
Dude, there's like $1 million on that market. Like 1 million bandos on that fucking market.
Insane. I actually had exposure to this random coin, and it ended up going to 0 and then bounced back. I finally broke even. That's the only meme coin trading I've done.
I'm up about 22% on this undisclosed token.
Get out of
here. Do we show it and I exit as soon as we say the CA?
No, we cannot. Fine, dude. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what's the coin. Let me just see it. We like people nowadays. No. Shilling is fine.
No.
I think.
No. I will just share a general thesis, right? I think the best play right now is to take a look at coins that are going to enter into these hackathons. So there's a couple that have piqued my interest, right? This one's at 952K. It's called AQC, right? Wick.trade is the app. Mobile trading without compromise, mobile app, etc. Like, looks like a FOMO competitor. Stuff like that where like you can go and do a little bit of due diligence, see how much the team owns and what they're doing. Like, that to me is where I'm more interested of finding certain tokens that could potentially move in a way for this Pump Fund Hackathon where there's like more upside. I'm like, yeah, that's way more interesting to me. So that's one of them. There's UTCC, Utopian Contributors, also has kind of pumped, sadly. That's at 483K market cap. But I'm like interested in looking for more of these opportunities, which is why I bought this one that's at 107K market cap because it's relatively new. They made it very clear that they will be pushing it for the Pump Fund Hackathon. So that's what I'm more interested in.
So what do they get for this 270K? Like
They get 250K just here.
So it's basically people wanting to speculate on who's going to win the thing.
Yeah, it's people who are speculating that they're going to get funds from Pump Fund because it's brought by Pump Fund's new investment arm, Pump Fund. So it's probably an equity investment of some capacity, right? Like, I don't think they just give it to them for free. I think they're going to get equity in said business. And then the goal is that one of these ends up being a long-term something. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, yeah, there's something here. I looked at the Bags app because they also were doing a hackathon. I'm a huge fan of hackathons, by the way. Like, I want to like enter one because I'm like, but I don't want to launch a token, right?
Yeah.
Because like realistically on a hackathon, I want to win the money and then never work on the thing again. That's like how most hackathons go. You build something cool and then you just hope somebody there says, "Hey, we'll just take it." They shared. I gotta find it. Where the fuck is dude? Bags app tweets way too much, man. Holy shit. Tweet less, champ. Where the fuck is this thing?
You know what is so interesting is Pump Fund's ability to reskin bullshit over and over again. Like they're so like really they're gonna make more than 270K on the fees generated.
Well, it's $3 million total dollars.
They're gonna make more than that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're crushing it. I mean, they know how to do Pump Fun. I mean, Elon, say what you will about him. He's the GOAT of like he's still crypto Twitter just absolutely eats up whatever he shills. Didn't he did they're trying to build like a FOMO app competitor now, and Elon called like a coin in there and it ran up to like 5 million in a minute.
Yeah, he called something like 15K and it just fucking God candled. Like they just pulled up into a competitor and was like, watch this.
Boom. He has ridiculous motion. If they, like,
yeah, dude didn't tweet for a month, comes back and was like, just wait. It's like, oh my God.
He has more motion than Ansem.
Ansem talked about Gastown. It pumped hard. 30 mil to 50 mil. Not gas. Then the dev comes out and was like, yeah, I don't really like talking to the crypto crowd anymore. So it just nuked. Giga nuked. He posted about Nick Shirley and was like, these are interesting. Rips to 18 mil. Giga nukes. Like, the thing is, if you catch an Ansem exit, you want to exit. The guy has emotion when he talks about it, but it's a sustainability. And he's had some bad luck with these people who are just like, yeah, no, thanks for the exit liquidity. See you later.
Yeah, the Ansem, our king might be washed. He might be washed. Ansem is like
our king might be washed.
It's like watching LeBron on his 43 years old. Any closing thoughts here, Easy, before we wrap? Anything else?
I would just stay curious. I think that's the best way to trade this market right now. Yeah. Don't full port a bunch of shit. Just like stay in the game. That's it. Stay in the game. Stay curious. Keep looking at stuff, exploring, and I think you're gonna find opportunity.
I agree, and be very careful trading perps. Taken from someone who
should always be careful trading perps. You fucking idiot.
I'm a dumbass. All right, well, that's gonna do it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. We will catch you all tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your day.